Display boards in Purple Mash are brilliant. You'll find them under the sharing button at the top. I've got one set up here, my WOW board. I can click on my WOW board to load it. At the moment there's nothing on it. I know that my red group have been doing some pretty wow work, so I'm going to go up to my work area and find within the group folder the work by the red group. I can select all the work that's worthy of going on the WOW board, or I can select all files. And I can go to the menu to the top right and click on Share. I can then choose Display Board. I can find my WOW board, make sure the work is set to Approved and click on OK. My work has now been added to the display board, so when I go up to Sharing and I access the WOW board, I'll be able to see all the brilliant work. I can use the arrows to the right and left of the board to move through it. If I want to have a look at the work, I can click on it and interact with it. I can close the work I'm looking at and open another piece of work. Display boards are a brilliant way to share work. When children are working on a file, they might use the Share option in the menu to ask you to put their work on a display board. They choose the board and click on OK. When you log in as the teacher, you'll have an alert to say an item is waiting for approval in the display board. You can click on Go To. What we're looking at now is the display board in edit mode, and we're looking at the unapproved items. I can click on items I want to be approved and click on the tick at the top to approve them. If I hold down Control, I can select multiple items at once. I can alternatively click on the edit pen, view the item and add a comment, approve it and then save changes. Or if I didn't want it on the display board, I could delete. This won't delete the work from Purple Mash or from the child's work area, just from the display board. Once I've done my approval, I can turn editing off and view what the display board looks like. If I want to delete any work from the display board, I can turn editing on, select or multi-select the work I want to remove, and click on the Unapproved Items button at the top. This allows me to roll over what's on a display board. You can control which children can see which display boards in the sharing area, so you can have display boards show for all classes or just some. To the right-hand side of this display boards area, there's an admin cog. This is where you can manage your display boards. If you click on the plus, you can add a new display board. When you make a display board, you can give it a name and a description, and you can choose an icon for the board from the clip art galleries, or by painting or importing your own. You'll see various options here, one of which is visible to public. If you tick this box, then once your board is saved, you'll be able to get a link and a QR code for it. These are public links, so they won't require a Purple Mash login. Underneath here, you can control who can see the board in their Purple Mash sharing area. You can choose that the whole school can see it, or just certain classes or groups. Once you've finished setting it all up, you can click on Save, and then OK, and View Display Board to preview what you've made. Now you can start adding things to it. If you've set children to-dos, you could set work from a to-do task. You could find the task and then click on See Work, select all the children's work, and then go to the menu to the top right, to Share, and send it to the display board. Let's add it to the display board we just made. All children with access to that board can now see the work. If you'd like to keep a board but not display it in the sharing area, then you can go to the menu, access the board, let's go to the one we've just made, and tick Archived. Once saved, you'll still see the board in the menu on the left here, but you won't see it in the sharing area in Purple Mash. Enjoy using display boards.